Okay. Okay. Okay, so we got another game. Just thought we will do dreaming again. Time controls, objective timers, and so on as well. Okay, so we will do dreaming again. First things first, we're just gonna talk about matchups. And so yeah. Let's start with top lane again. Top lane looks pretty weird since it has the hacker in here. So I would say hacker wins the early. And Ivelia mid late game. But she does. We can do like early, mid, late. The point is, I think if you get Ivelia ahead in early over Hecarim, that she will dominate early game as well. So otherwise, if this Hecarim gets a lot of kills in early, he will dominate on her. Well, so let's get to jungle. At least Stefanoslia as the early game over you in the 1v1, and what can I say? You should have late game. Mid game is, I would say, even, but I would say it's like a snowball matchup. If you get ahead early, you can do a lot. If she gets ahead early, it will be a disgusting time for you as well. And it's more like, yeah. So, so yeah, I would take care of that. So I'm pretty sure if an Elise gets fat in the early, she can still match you in mid or late game. Depends on how fat you are and how fat she is. Okay, then we go mid lane. It kind of sucks that your team is full AD, I just realized. I mean, you got Easeville as AP source, but that's not ideal. Meanwhile, they got a whole AP character. So if she gets fat, it will be super disgusting for all of you. If she doesn't get fat, you can all just abuse armor. Mid lane in early game, I would say Zed dominates it. And after 6, Zed should win. I mean, the thing is, I think Zed low-key counters Yone because of the same reason that he abuses Yasuo. Because Zed is always able to ult his ult, so I don't think that there will be any chance for Yone. Except late game, he might have late game actually. If he gets mid early ahead of Zed, then he will beat him. Even though he can ult his ult because he will just out attack just like a Yasuo does. And bot lane, it's kind of weird that you have a Pyke with an Israel, in my opinion, because this guy is like having little tempo first, and this guy kind of wants to poke out Caitlyn, while Pyke is more like, dude, we want to engage, like. But you know what I mean. Caitlyn also went fleet because of that reason, probably because she's playing against an Easeville. But they got also a Blitzcrank, which means they got catch potential. Same for you. So you got a Pyke, they got a Blitzcrank, and it's kind of weird. So if I had to decide who will win bot lane, I would say it's it's your bot lane. So you should just I would just full clear and just live rid of it, to be quite honest. So let's start this game. Let's go. Okay. Stacking up. This is not where you're supposed to stand, by the way, normally. In solo queue, it's pretty okay. That you're probably going for a ward in here. In his Raptor pit, I'm hoping you're just doing this because you saw Blitzcrank and other people being here, because otherwise it would be really dangerous if Blitzcrank would stay in there. And but I guess you just saw them already. Let me just guess that. Because there would be no reason, and you want to. But even though you want to do it, you this is sadly not how you cover. You still cover a top lane stance here, jungle stance there, mid lane is there, and then ADC and support like that. So they can't invade you because you don't want to invade against the Blitzcrank anyways. Especially not against the Blitzcrank with Kaelin. So if they got synergy, it will be pretty disgusting. Oh no, shit. And yeah. So you still have to sell like that. Even though you want to ward, I understand that. But in competitive, you should tell your bot lane to set up ward there. And you should still stay there. I don't know why, it is just how it is. I did the same and my coach blamed me for it. Ideally, I would, this ward isn't completely ideal. I would set it more over here. If you would have set it more over here, instead of seeing this area, you would see this whole area as well, while seeing more of this area. And probably more of that area as well. So you just hack the wall too much for that ward. I would have not backboarded there as well. I would have backboarded in here. Good to think this is really unsafe, but I mean, got a flash for free, that's pretty good. Especially in tough matchups like you're having here now, it's really good that you waste flash in the early game from them. I mean, it was not your, you know, it was not because of you playing good, it was just, you know. You go the same runes. Oh, you're going zombie ward, that's so cute. He's listening. That's so cute. I'm happy. Happy cheetah noises. Kinda want to see you clear. Okay. She's inting. Like, this is not because you played good, okay? You didn't play it bad either. It was just Elise playing completely horrible. There was a ward. You got spam pinged from mid lane? Wait, what? I saw a ping. 100% sure. Oh, there's a missing ping. Oh, it was from you. Wait, what? Doesn't matter, you spotted it. It's not supposed to happen. Even if she would have gotten the kill, it would have not been worth for her. You should just go back to clearing. Nice. I don't know if you just did it. If you just did it because this, if you, I'm not sure if you went here to do Quarks, just because it was like the nearest camp, but not because it just is the nearest camp. You should also do Quarks at this time, because next camp would be like Red Buff. I know people be like, oh no, I do red buff, but you just got red buff from Elise, so you know, it would be wasted if you just take it another time. You would just get the experience, so you see that Elise's bot side. Your bot lane doesn't have pyro at all, so you can just take the top side scuttle. You should go take Raptors now. I mean, that's what I mean. You should take Raptors here, since you still got red buff. So you could do Raptors pretty easily with KhaZix. You just E in there, so you just E inside of here, press W, and then just kill everything. Kill the small ones, then kill the big one. Or you got smite. You can literally just auto attack Q, smite the big one, and you would have killed them instantly, basically. You have 2 charges as well, almost. This is like a what is like a 14-second cooldown of your smite. Use your smite. Nice, thanks. That's sad. Of course, you could have avoided that if you would have been really safe. So the only way you could have avoided that is just to check that their bot lane is missing. So because you don't have an information, you can assume that they're just base and they're just walking towards you. But the enemy is missing. You just saw they left lane, and you can be more patient, you can be more cautious about what you're doing. But I probably would have died there as well. Another thing that I want to mention is that those 2 people were just in your jungle, and there could still be some wards left in your jungle. So sometimes those ganks don't work because they pre-spot you. I want to check one thing. After you died. You did go for a pink ward. You could have taken 2. And now imagine if you would have taken 2. You place your first one in there, which is completely wasted, by the way. Because, as you saw, you just trinketed it anyways. So you went to here with a trinket. So the first one is completely wasted anyways, if you want to do it like that. And second of all, you could have now placed the wasted one, or the second one that you had in here, and place it in the pit. Because now you're doing Drake without any pink ward, without any vision. So you don't know if there's vision or not, and you don't know where Elise is. Second of all, you're doing Drake. While you don't know, you don't have sweeper, you don't have pink wards, you have no idea if there's a ward in here. You're on red side, and you're not pulling it out. Always pull this Drake out. I know it's an ocean Drake, which means it is disgusting to pull out, but pull it out. Stop it. I want to see jungle clearing. Who the fuck gives a fuck? That is really deep. those things that you just did here, those things, this, you just eat here, and you see, you don't have any information about Elise, and you just eat in here. You only escape tools since you don't have flash anymore. Things like that, going too deep without any information of the enemy jungler, can be really fatal in a competitive match. Okay? I want you just to note that those things can be really fatal in competitive matches. So she didn't be like, yeah, I'm doing my blue buff and then I'm helping this guy. It could have went really bad for you. But that is good as well. And now you can do this Herald basically for free, which is nice. A little side note here. You just attack the Herald and this was here. If it's in the wall, it's okay, it happens. Pull it out a bit further. It makes it 10 million times to do Herald if it's standing here and you're just out attacking around it and just walking the whole time. So you out attack, go around, out attack, out attack, out attack, out attack, out attack. Then it doesn't just look like a flower. It also makes you pop the eye pretty often. I mean, basically every time it spawns. Plus you won't get hit by this AoE spin thing from Herald, which doesn't matter since you're full life anyways, but just as a side note, because you just did it while Herald was like here hugging this wall, and it wasn't really easy for you getting around here the entire time to perk the eye. So standing in here, taking Drake there, or taking Herald here, and you just go around it the entire time, and you out attack it, and you just kite it the entire time. And then you know, it's a lot easier. This is like a step where you should think about what you're doing before you're doing stuff. So while you're doing Herald, your idea shouldn't be like, okay, I'm doing Herald now. Your idea should be as well, meanwhile I'm doing this Drake, this Herald, of course, like this, the flower style. This is how we're gonna call it now. What should I do next? Because you just took it, and then you just walked here, and then you were like, I don't know what to do, I'm basing. So if you would be this wasted like, let's say 2 or 3 seconds, that could matter. So every second in jungle matters, okay? So just meanwhile you're doing something, think about what you're doing next. Because if you would have taken it, backported immediately, you could have saved a few seconds there. Took 2 pink wards, I like that. Wait, what? How did the Milan get solo killed? To be honest, this time I would have taken the red buff. Because since you did this now, you did it a bit slower since you didn't have red buff. If you had red buff, you would have done the Crux faster. I would say this track would have been already dead if you had it. But it looks for me like you want to gank top lane after Crux. And you do. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Which is nice. Take another plating. Take it. He's Herald. Nice. I like it. Oh my god. I like so much of it. So, what I like about it, for those people that don't get it, you take the platings first, as much as you can, okay? This minion is about to die, second of all, and he's trying to get as much plating off as possible, okay? So, the reason for that is, you got those things stacking, okay? You got this barrier that doesn't get shown here. Yeah, it is there, actually. So, each plating that you take, they get more resistances. This Herald will always deal 2 damage. As we all know, 2 damage doesn't care about any resistances of the turret. So it will take it. Really good, you took like 2 platings before you used it. That's really good. If you instantly use it, if you would instantly lose Herald while it's here, the platings will like die because of Herald, but you had to fight through the next platings. And the next platings, this boost of resistances that you don't want. So you get the resistances first and then get the true damage. It's simple logic, right? Second of all, what I love as well is that you instantly activated your trinket after you placed Herald. I don't care if that wasn't really needed this time. By the way, this was the only reason, in my opinion, that you got this first turret here. Is because you first took the platings and then spawned Herald, okay? Because otherwise I don't think you would have gotten it. So this trinket will, for those who don't know, if you spawn Herald, you get this trinket back. And if you instantly use it, you instantly get it back. So you got like 2 charges instead of just 1 charge. And 2 is greater than 1, by the way, for those who don't know. Plus, that's the same thing with normal trinkets, by the way. So if you have normal trinkets and you get over a certain cooldown of your trinket, you will also get 2. So same thing, by the way, happens for fair side things. So the blue trinkets, the same shit happens. So if you instantly use it, you will get it back again. You're not ready for the objective. You're walking topside while the objective, the Drake, is up. This is not what I want. You see your bot lane just died, okay? You got already the Drake. So 12 minutes, I think this Drake spawned. It's an Infernal Drake. It's an Infernal Drake. Doesn't matter. You get this Drake. It doesn't matter if you're not in the position to take it. It's okay. The enemies can take it. It's just 1 Drake. It's an Infernal Drake. 1 Infernal Drake is completely useless. It gives 4% AD or AP. If it's AD, if you got like 100 fucking AD, you get 4 AD. That's nothing. So in late game, you get like a longsword more for the enemies, so it doesn't really matter that much. But if you can take it, you want to take it. Why? Because you got the soul point that you want to have. It will be either Cloud Drake or Mountain Drake, which is both really good. Cloud Drake would be insane for you. Insane on KhaZix, okay? Getting movement speed every time you ult would be insane. So yeah. You should be ready there, preparing Drake. You should do Drake way earlier. It's like you ignore Drake. And now you'll be like, yeah, I don't know what to do. Let's just gank bot lane. Yes, let's just die bot lane. Doesn't matter. Both teams don't take Drake. This, I already talked about this ward. This ward should have gotten placed a bit more here. So it's like here. Because if you place it there, it could be if they place a ward that is hugging the wall here, you probably won't spot it. Okay? You probably won't disable it. And you think if there's, you're like, oh yeah, I can see this ward. This is cancelled. But what you don't see is that there's another ward. But this is giving you like a fake hope that there is no vision here. But the enemy's got vision. And it is a complete different point in thinking the enemies might have vision, or the enemies don't have vision. I can see it here, but that is just false because you place the shitty pink ward. What you should do, if Drake is already there, walk up to Drake, place it here, and the Drake is like, what the fuck, why do you place a pink ward on top of me? And it will push it back. And that's like the minimum distance that it has. And it will take this entire area. So if you're red side, always do this little trick here. If you're blue side, place the ward as further out, even further out. So it's like here. So it takes like most of the pit, but also a lot of vision here. That's like ideal thing. I don't know, I'm a bit getting out of breath at the moment. Out of breath. Don't always just E in. You shouldn't always, I mean, no, you shouldn't always, but you should actually be more careful about using your only escape tool that you have to engage. If you don't have any information, this is like question mark. You don't know who is there. You don't know what is in there. You don't know what is in there. You don't know where it is. You don't know where it is. You don't know what it is. That can be deadly. This Drake, pull it out. Even a bit further. Yeah, that's what I like. But I don't need. I'm not even sure if you just took this Drake out because I told you to, or if you took this Drake out because you were too afraid of Caitlyn as a threat, and you were like, I don't want to get a free hit on Caitlyn, so I'm just backing off a little bit. And the Drake was like, yeah, I'm following that guy, but this is a good position. So now you should see what is the chance for this enemy to steal it before you noticing. So if there would be an enemy, so first of all, Caitlyn Q, out of range. It goes from here to like there or something. So she's out of range. Blitzcrank is out of range. Caitlyn's out of range. Yon, he could like jump over this wall, I believe, and then go back with his E. But he's like here then. So he's like here. And then you got a lot of time while he walks from there to there, or while he's ulting. You got a lot of time to react to what you want to do. Hecarim, yeah, it doesn't matter. He's top lane, plus he doesn't have any skill shots. I mean, he has ult. He can jump from here to like here. But still, there's a lot of time for you to respond to that. So, always pull it out. You're half for 10, 11 I mean. That was a bit, no. So, I like that you took this CS under this turret here. What I didn't like is that you took this way to go out. This way to go out, first of all, this is maybe warded. I mean, it could be warded, we don't know. Plus, you just got spotted by those minions, and you were like, oh yeah, he just walked through the river, so he's basically there. You could have just avoided this useless situation and this useless complaint of any coach by just walking in here and just doing wolves and your raptors, quarks. I don't know when the last time was you reset it. You don't have to reset it. I mean, you don't have to. There's not a must. You can, which would be nice. But yeah, and then you could just do this or just... maybe I think you just want to go for this scuttle. So you could have still avoided and you go here and then... Holy shit, did I just throw my second monitor? I don't think so. So you could have just avoided this and then just went here. So always try to be hidden. Jungle has like low gold income. and experience, because you're basically paying for being hidden. I mean, almost hidden. This time, you just got spotted in mid lane again. You just got question mark pinned by your by an enemy. So I'm not sure if you know that this is safe to do, but this Grump here, taking it, is completely safe. There's only Hecarim that is near. Because you see everyone being bot side. Even if not, it would be still okay. Because you can still just jump over this wall. And you know this blast cone is 100%ly up because you just walked through there. So it's really safe for you to do that. That's one reason why I like to play KhaZix into Hecarim. Because if you go for a W evolve, he is not able to do anything. Same for supports. Same for Elise. I like that. Did he just do what I think he did? Oh, what a cutie. This guy is such a cutie. Okay. So we went for the Umbral Glaive, so I have nothing to flame about. I would appreciate it more if it would be the first item. But I think he just hasn't had enough money to just go for a Duskblade. Okay, I'm not gonna flame you that you didn't pull it out, okay? I'm not going to do it. I'm not doing it. Because literally everyone was dead. And now we just face rolling over them. That was too deep. But you noticed this by yourself, I think. Get more vision, get more vision, get more vision. Get vision control, get now. If your Easel didn't in mid lane, you should get the mid prio. And prepare. Where did the Elise go? You should prepare Drake. Nash, I mean. Nash? Where's the Nash call? Where is the Nash call? Where is the Nash call? Where is the Nash call? No one wants to do Nash. 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 No one wants to do Nash. No one wants to do Nash. Ah, no, people want to do Nash. You could have did this the entire time. You're so ahead over this enemy. Just like, you have a fat KhaZix. You got an Easville that just has this mana immune finished, I guess. You got a big Aurelia. You could have just set up vision, clear this entire vision with your beautiful Umbral Glaive and your Trinket, and clear this entire vision that they have of this area, and start a Nash. And this is what we call a Baron Dance. Because you're definitely stronger than the enemies. As you can see, you got 10k gold more. And there's nothing they can do. This Elise is completely useless. This Hecarim is completely useless. This Yone is like starting to get his items. This is your only threat. And you're KhaZix, Zed, Pike, plus Aurelia. There's nothing she can do about it. Like, there's nothing. Like, you could have started Baron so much easier, so much earlier. Before you guys already did. There was no call coming from anyone. I do like the decision of going for Edge of Night here. Take the Drake. It's not necessary, but I would take it as well. The Scuttle, okay. Take it all. Take it all. Now you should go bot lane. Nice. I don't know if you did it on purpose or was like, there's a bot lane wave. I'm just gonna catch that. So if you did that, meh. The reason you want to go bot lane is here because You got super minions in mid lane, your teammates were mid lane boosting those minions that were left, plus your top lane goes, your other team goes top lane right now. So they're boosting their top lane minions with Baron buff. And you want this Baron, you want this wave to also get affected by Baron, okay? So those are 2 cannon minions. This means if you would have just gone top lane with your team or mid lane with your team, this would have been untouched. But the decision to go bot lane here is completely right. You could have just, you know, this was a bit overkill here. Like the Scuttle and your blue, it is kind of time wasting of your Nash. So you could have been here a bit earlier, more minions would have survived. And yeah, Baron power play. You should get all 3 inhibs here. At least I'm hoping you guys do. You inted. You inted. What is the point for you to just jump in here, trying to get a kill on KL? Even if you get it, you would have not gotten out. What would you lose? A Baron buff. This thing wouldn't be there. So you get this turret, and then if you see a lot of people coming bot side, you're just gonna back off again. Let your team shove in top side, and you just fall off. They have to answer something. They can't just wiggle around the entire time. If they wiggle, if they do wiggle, they will gonna lose a lot of shit. So this was int. So you see, they're getting the top lane turret, but it would have been a triple in it. Pretty sure, because you're especially because you're basically the carry in this game. So you're Giga Fett this game, and you're dealing the most damage. So if you die, your team just dies mentally. So I don't know. It wasn't needed. I think you would have gotten 3 inhibs here. Meanwhile, you guys don't know what to do now. So you're gonna have to do the same shit, but you messed up with grouping. But there's no objective on this map. So you just want to siege something, but there's nothing to siege. So the way you should have done is synchronize those waves and attack at the same time as every lane, okay? This is especially for going to happen in competitive play. You're trying to synchronize those waves, that they arrive here almost at the same time. Because if this wave arrives, enemies stacking with 5 people here, they think this. Then, 10 seconds later, bot lane waves arrive. So you're just gonna walk here, take this. So this is not what you want to happen. So you want to synchronize the waves that it happens at the same time, and the enemies doesn't have a chance to. They have to decide, should I def top lane, should I def bot lane, should I engage top lane, or should I try to just kill the solo KhaZix? You're playing 2 balls, you know. Your Pyke is inting as well. Like, you guys are kind of throwing it. And if I remembered right, this was a 40-minute game. We had 30 minutes. And you guys took all turrets while you all could have gone triple inhibs. What do you think would have happened if the enemy team would have been triple inhibs down? What do you think? I do not think that they could have stalled out 25 more minutes. 15 more minutes. What do you think? So yeah. You die there again for no reason, because people just face check against an Elise Blitzcrank with Caitlyn. You should take the enemy jungle more. Those are things that you can also do. This bot side jungle here, you could have taken that and then rotate to Nash. Now it's too late, of course. Now it's 20 seconds on Nash. But you could have done that earlier. You don't want to give the enemy free gold. That is basically your gold. You're trapping. This fight is useless. This fight could have gotten avoided. You guys gotta pick on Elise. What you gonna do next? Just go back to Nash. Take what you got. Go back to Nash. Wait for your cooldowns. So you just got a kill. That means they are 4v5. But is it really a 4v5? If you just wasted every single spell your entire team has on this guy and everything is on cooldown? That won't be helpful at all. This guy's dead. Back off. Wait for your entire cooldowns. Reunite and bait at Nash. Of course the enemies have cooldowns as well, but you know what I'm saying. Like, those are just things that could have been avoided. So now there's Elder, which is not what you actually want directly. You got the soul, which is nice, but do you want the you're 70k almost. You're not even 10k gold ahead anymore, guys. So imagine, what do you think would happen if this Elder Drake here, which is a Cloud Drake, if this Elder Drake here, what happens if Elise, this guy who was inting 33 minutes the entire game, now steals this Elder? Do you think there would be any turning back for you? They go Yone Caitlyn. What is your late game? A full AD comp? You know? This Elder Drake would have never happened if you guys would have played it correctly. I'm disgusted. You can do Drake. No one pulls it out. And we waste Elder. Because we just greeted again. So there's another Nash. And do you know what another Nash is? Another Nash is another time for you guys to flip. The enemy is behind. They want to flip. If they flip, they got a higher chance of winning. Or a lower chance. But if you're behind, flipping is a better choice than not. And you guys just accepted the flip. So you guys are all flipping it. If your Guardian's Angel is on cooldown, and you're so late into this game, I'm not sure how much money you have. So if you got more, you know, same goes for your boots. You can sell your boots for a Ghost Blade, okay? For Yurmu's Ghost Blade, of course you will be slow out of fights, but if you activate it, plus your E, it doesn't even matter. Okay? Holy shit. Okay, I lost it. So, you know, it's just not really needed. I should delete that. So if your Guardians is on cooldown, you can sell it. Sell it for something useful that you think is useful. I don't care. You could have gone fucking Deadman's Plate. It would have been more useful. Deadman's Plate. Imagine you went Deadman's Plate Humus, but you know, I mean, you wouldn't have the money for it, but for both of it. But just in general, just, you know, Guardian's Angel on cooldown is useless. After 5 minutes, go wide again. Sell your item, get your Guardians back. Sure. But while it's on cooldown, it's useless. Take the honey fruit. You didn't have to reset there. You could have taken the honey fruit and that crux. You're not allowed to get caught like that. You are not allowed to get caught like that. So you're just flipping this Drake because they have to def. Nice. And Nash, nice. It's not flipping. I mean, you just take this Nash. You don't have mana. You have the mana. You have the mana. Go straight for it. Nice. Take Elder. Now group is 5 and end it. This sucks, by the way. This giga sucks. If you're playing in team play, I don't want to see this, okay? Like, it's not your fault. I mean, overall, I'm just talking about the general effect. What those guys did, they took Elder after Nash. Okay, that's okay. I do not mind that. Then they push out mid lane together, realize, the enemies are kind of just de-pushing it. Let's just all reset and waste more time on your Nash and Elder. You do not want... What you have to do, you take Elder, S5, you reset S5, and regroup. That's how you have to do it. Bring that knowledge into team play. If you want to be good at competitive, say we take this Elder, reset S5, and then we will how you say? Then we will just group S5, go mid lane. S5 reset, go mid S5, easy. So now we got a 43-minute game. And when did you had the chance to end the game? Was it here? No. I think it was like here. Here? Ah, here. Here you could have taken triple inhib. Reset as 5. And then just go back at it again. 30 minutes. You just wasted 15 minutes. Yeah, basically 15 minutes. So yeah. I don't know. I think even if you're stomping a game, you should still think about this. So situations like these get avoided. Okay? That's basically it for today. See you guys next time.